Alright, so I've noticed some things that maybe people haven't noticed before, or if they have, I don't think anyone sort of said it. So this here is a custom map that has a plasma pistol that can spawn enemy Spartans on it. So the map is called Undertaken. I'll leave a link for it in the description. In game though, if you go look at the menu, it'll actually say Undertaked. I'm not sure why. And if you actually look at the map file, it's called PO. Well, anyway, so I'm gonna spawn some bots. So you'll notice that when you like scrape across, it'll slow down when you go over someone. I mean, that's pretty well established. It's aim assist. Normally in the settings you could turn that off. I don't know what happened, but like it's not an option anymore. You hit the home button, and then it brings up the cartographer settings. And yeah, it's not in there. All these other things, like you can disable your model, adjust your field of view, other settings. Ooh, okay, here we go. So actually, I apparently have it turned off. Let's enable it and just see what happens. This feature is incomplete. Okay. I'm not sure what the hell that's supposed to mean. But anyway, it's very clear that it's still on, though. I mean, like, check it out. Like, look, what do you consider that to be? Anyway, so 4 headshots is a kill, right? Or 7 body shots? I'm not sure if that's right. Let me try again. It's kind of like so easy to get a headshot that it's sometimes hard to tell. But yeah, if you just happen, I mean, like, even this right there is a headshot, right? I mean, like, just because, basically the way it works is if any part of your reticle is even, like, over the head, then it counts as a headshot, which is kind of, like, a little bit, like, silly. Because you have so much wiggle room. I mean, like, look at this. Just the top of the crosshair, right? I mean, like, it's the same up here. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Headshot, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite. So I guess that, okay, so if I had it off to the left, right? Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's reload. But that actually was what I said. I must have missed. Let's try it one more time. Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, I guess one of those, like, didn't count or something? I don't know. Or wasn't in the spread? I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, the one thing about this map is it has lifts. Kind of annoying, actually, to be honest with you. What it's useful for is you can launch the Spartans on the lifts and they can go to different parts of the map, although it's still kind of hard to aim them, to be honest. But anyway, so another feature that people don't really talk about, and this is probably, I mean, people notice it, but like, okay, do you think that, like, if I hit him from one side, it's going to be the same as the other? Because the answer is actually no. Actually, one side is actually weaker than the other, more susceptible to being assassinated. You're like, well, which side is that? Well, it's the right side. I'm not 100% on why this is, but if you approach them from the right side, they're actually weaker. Check it out. Wait, sorry. Let's try that again. May have mixed myself up here. Let's go from the left side. Nope, actually, this is the right side. Sorry, I just had my directions mixed up. Right, check it out. That's the left side. See, it's kind of tricky to, like, you gotta think about it. Okay, so I didn't really think about it just because, I mean, both sides do kind of look the same, unless you're actually thinking about it positionally. I mean, it's also the opposite of what you expect. This is my left side, but it's actually his right side. So your left is their right. Anyway, their right is weaker. See, check that out. His left side. Right. And what I just did right there was B again. So cancel the melee animations cooldown time. Yeah, it's actually, much, if you can attack their left, or your left, their right. If you're still, like, on the front though, then it won't count. But if you're, like, right on the edge, then bam. See, check that out. here's another thing I was going to talk about. Okay, so when you scrape side to side, it slows down, so it's actually probably more advantageous to really just shoot, because side to side melees are almost always, it takes 3 of them to get a kill. Check this out. Yeah, because I think that often people will be like, oh yeah, it's 2 melees if you're moving, but that's only if you're moving like towards them. See, check that out. But if I do it side to side, that one it was actually, but just because I hit him on his right side. See, I'm not gonna be moving any kind of way, but as long as I hit it like right there, then they're dead. So, invaluable knowledge, really. But if it was on their, this is his right side, so he'll die. Okay, his left side, right? And check it out. It takes 3. But if it's his right side, 1. So, because it's basically the same as an assassination, his whole right side right here. And then also, of course, the back, as you might expect. I'm kind of curious to see. Okay, so that's still good. Like, it's kind of right behind his shoulder. What point is it? Yeah. Dude, as soon as you get to his shoulder, then it's 3. Unless you're moving forward, in which case I think it might still be just 2. Yeah. So, in other words, no matter how you're doing it, you kind of just want to be moving towards them when you hit your first melee or your second melee. One of them has to be, like, moving towards or, like, jumping down or something. Something that's moving towards them. See? So, yeah, side-to-side melee is actually weaker than a moving forward melee. Moving toward the target. I guess if the target was to your side, then you flipped around like this, maybe. Although I kind of doubt that you would ever do that. Unless you play with a really high sensitivity or something. But, like, yeah. So, let's see, is there anything else I need for this? I'm trying to think. What have I not covered? I don't know. I think that might be it. Because, I mainly just made this discovery about the fact. Oh, I guess there's one more thing I can mention, which doesn't really quite, like, I can't really show it here, per se. I guess I can. Let's see here. Spawn near, let's see, elite, multiplayer, I don't know, like 1. Spawn one of those guys. There he is. Okay. So, elites are different than Spartans, and normally people think they're worse, but there's one area where there's actually better. Okay, check it out. So, from behind, I can't actually get a headshot. See? Even though I can see the top of his head, I can't actually get one. You have to come to the front. I'm gonna spawn another couple of these bastards. Let's see here. Okay. But other than that, for the most part, like, if you're one-on-one engaging with them, they're very similar. Their head is actually a little bit lower, though, to be honest. So, that might pose a problem, too, I suppose, I would imagine. God, this fucking list. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this map is useful, but, not having a clear indicators where these things are is a little bit difficult. Okay. Oh, also a pro tip about this map. Yeah, just jump on top of this dumpster, come over here, and yeah, here's your plasma pistol that gives you the spawning capabilities. Yeah. And you can also weapon cycle, to move your gun, if you want to keep your other gun. Because you can't hold 3 weapons, but you can weapon cycle. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to mention. So weapon cycling, it actually changes depending on which direction you decide to throw objects. So you can weapon cycle to the side as well, and you can weapon cycle to the other side. You can also weapon cycle behind you, but it doesn't work as well as doing it forward, but it does work. If you had to do that for some reason, it might be advantageous. Maybe you want to have 3 weapons, but you obviously can't hold 3 weapons. You'd like want to give it to a teammate and they're like behind you, maybe. Like you see a power weapon and you're like, oh shit, and it's like you're engaging with someone. but like you need to throw this thing to someone. I don't know. See, I'm having difficulty. Yeah. I don't know. I've not practiced that very much, and I'm not sure if it's really all that useful. But it might be kind of interesting. Someone might like become good enough at it that they could pose a problem. Someone else, I guess. I don't know. It's just an interesting thing. So, use that if you want to. Anyway, so yeah. The problem is, you spawn these elites, I don't know how you can set them to an enemy. So, like, it doesn't give me an aim assist. Although, it doesn't really matter that much, because I can still take them out. It's just, it won't tell me if I'm hitting their head or not, so I have to just, like, be certain of that, I suppose. God fucking damn it. Okay. Oh my god, so stupid. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently I missed, I don't know. Alright. But yeah. You would have expected that to be 4, but it was not. So yeah, it looks like for the elites, for the most part, it's pretty much like you just gotta hit him straight from the front. Most times people will be playing with Spartans though, but it might be kind of interesting to find out how these guys are a little different. Like when you hit them from the sides and stuff. I don't know, not really sure. So I think that'll be the end for right now, because I'm not 100% on that. I have to experiment with it a little bit more. Oh geez, what the hell? How did I do that? Oh, he spawned right on top of me. God. Alright, that's it for me.